If you liked the video, please like and subscribe. Thank you. Now, what's someone like you doing up here by themselves? You're missing the festival, you know. It's been a long time since the village came together like this. It seems, just like yesterday, this was a normal thing for all of us. My students speak very highly of you, you know. Even Sasuke. Although he may not be quick to admit it. So, tell me, what's on your mind? Are you still shaken up from our last mission? I think I understand. I may not come off this way, but I do know what it's like to grow up under the weight of expectation. When I was younger, I secretly felt like I had everything to prove. If not to my father, then to myself. It was back then, after things changed. I told myself I needed to act as expected. I needed to follow the rules and abide by our code. By doing this, I was limiting myself from doing what was right, should I ever be in a difficult situation. If I'm being transparent, it wasn't easy for me. Learning to unlearn something that I thought was all I needed. What was it the elders would always tell me? Oh, yeah. It's better to change when you want to, before you have to. Yeah, it sounds a bit dark, doesn't it? But after all these years, I finally understood what they meant. You see, I've learned that the true strength of a shinobi is not always in how they use their jutsu. Rather, it's in their ability to adapt to change. Now, the challenge is not only getting over the fear of change, but staying true to yourself throughout the process. This is something we all must learn by ourselves, for ourselves. I know how it feels to doubt everything and everyone around us when things get hard. But the last thing you should ever do is doubt yourself. Look at you. You've come so far from when we first met. I know it hasn't been easy, living in a world that doesn't seem to accept you. Yet, for what it's worth, I'm proud of you. Many are led to believe that when we're upset, we should never let it be known. To do so is weakness in their eyes. However, in order to fight and live with a clear mind, we must allow ourselves to feel, to hurt, to think about everything as it happens. We do this so that we can eventually let go in order to reach out to what's important. For some people, the hardest part is figuring out what that is. I suppose dreams change and mature along with the person who conceived it. But for others, it's all that remains constant in this ever-changing world. Do you have a dream like that? My apologies. You don't have to share if that's not really your thing. I know you may question this from time to time, but I hope you know all of us believe in you, and that dream you have. Keep it safe. There are times where all you want to do is forget about it. You might tell yourself it's childish, that you already have a path set out for you. That is when you ask yourself, is this what I want? If the answer is anything less than a resounding yes, I hope you know you always have the power to change that path. The way I see it, the path we start on isn't always the one we should take. Sometimes people may think they know what's best for you. They might discourage you from going your own way. Their story is not your story. I know many people from the Hidden Leaf seem to be outspoken in their judgment of others. That is a burden that all generations must come to terms with and eventually resolve. But when anyone tells you to quit or to give up something they might see as impossible, keep going. Those people aren't meant to see what you do. Where they see a dead end, you might see potential. Hold on to that. Oh, and one more thing. Take it from me. Don't be so hard on yourself. You've gotten through so much to get where you are now. I think it's it's only fair you talk to yourself with patience. I know what it's like to be your own biggest critic, hearing every thought, knowing every shortcoming we've had, just to replay those moments again and again in our minds. We think that obsessing on where things went wrong might help us avoid it in the future. Yet, there is a difference between obsession and reflection. Only experience can help us decipher which is which. So please, if not for yourself, then for all of us who care about you and want to see you succeed, go into this world and make part of it your own. Was that too much? What can I say? I think Guy might be right. Maybe I am getting old. But if growing old means growing to see you become the person you're meant to be, well, I don't think I mind. Let's go. I told Naruto to save us seats at the ramen shop. Although, with him there, I'm not sure if there will be any food left. Come on. Now, let me tell you about this new book I've been reading. It's quite the novel.